Hi, dear ones. Welcome back to day 3 of my favorite things giveaway, and Merry Christmas. It's Christmas Eve. I'm actually in an hour or two, couple of hours, getting ready to host my family, my extended family for Christmas Eve brunch. I just tried, by the way, the best recipe. I made gravy and biscuit casserole. Have you ever tried it? It's crazy, but also really good. So I am so excited to share the giveaway today. Oh, I've got to get our made for more people in here. Hold on one second. Let me do this. And I've got to show you my new knitting project, you guys. This knitting project is crazy. Um Okay, I think it's working now. Hi, good morning. Good to see you, dear ones. I would love to know what your plans are today. Hi, Sally. Good morning. Who is that? Sherry, good morning. Hi, Vicky, good morning. I'm giving away, by the way, a $200 Anthropologie gift card. My favorite things giveaways are kind of tied to some of my favorite life coaching tools that I like to share. So I'm going to share a powerful tool with you today and give away an Anthropologie gift card. But before I do that, you have to see my knitting project that I started just last night. And now I don't even wanna go cook, I just wanna knit. Isn't she's gonna be a sweater, isn't this is the back panel of the sweater, and she's so gorgeous. I've actually had this pattern and this yarn for a year almost, and I was a little bit scared of it, but I got started last night, and it's knitting up so fast. Hi, Jenny, good morning. Okay, so we're gonna get right to it because I know you have things to do for your Christmas Eve. I can't wait. My grandbabies are on their way soon. I can't wait to see them. I'm so excited. So, what I want to talk to you about really quick, and remember that all you have to do to enter the giveaway is comment. The more you comment, that's the entry every time you comment. And we're giving away an Anthropologie gift card. We're doing all the giveaways at the end of the week, so make sure you go back and watch the days before. But I want to talk to you about a tool that I teach my clients. Called True Self, and it's kind of related to something else I teach, which is miracle mindset. And I didn't grow up with any of these tools, learning anything about the power of our minds. But I dove deep into it, I don't know, 10 or 12 years ago, and these tools have totally changed my life. So, what I mean when I say miracle mindset is that the premise of that is that your thoughts are so powerful that they are creating your reality. The scripture says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. If you want to change your life, renew your mind, the way you think is really important. And most of us are just thinking by default. We're not choosing our thoughts on purpose. We're not choosing what we want to believe. So I want to encourage you, especially today, especially in this amazing Christmas holiday season, to practice a miracle mindset, to practice the belief that you are supported, that God loves you, that He's at work, even when you can't see evidence of it, that you have everything you need, that everything is always being twisted for your good, that somehow things are always working out for in your favor. And it's not really all that easy to cultivate a mindset like that. Or you would see a lot of people who had a mindset like that, and most people don't. Our brains are wired by default to focus on problems. And if you don't decide on purpose what you want to think about today, about your spouse, about your health, about your body, about your job, about life, about your money, about Christmas, you have to decide on purpose what you want to create today. And so when I was trying to train myself how to do this, I practiced a thought for 1 year straight. I wrote it down every day for a year and practiced it. And the thought was, everywhere I look, I see miracles. And when I first started practicing that thought, I didn't actually believe the thought because it didn't feel like everywhere I looked, I saw miracles. But I kept practicing it and kept believing it. And pretty soon, I started to notice every little miracle everywhere. And noticing miracles has become my way of life, my way of living. And of course, there are times when I don't do this, but I know how to get myself back. So when I start thinking in a way, and I have a story that I'm telling myself about something that does not align with that doesn't make me feel inspired, that doesn't help me show up as my best true self, then I always decide, oh, what do I want to think instead? And after years of practicing this, it has become just the way I think, the way I see the world. And I actually believe that it's the stance of faith, that faith is the evidence of things hoped for but not seen. And I love practicing this thought. It has changed the way I experience my own life. I think it's changed the way other people experience being around me. And I think it is so important because we have the ability to decide what we want to focus on. Our minds are always going to deliver thoughts to us. Your mind has probably delivered thoughts to you this morning. Mine has. You have so much still to do. You don't have time to go on that live stream. You got to, your brain wants to pressure you and convince you of all the things that you're not doing right or all the things that are going wrong in your life. And you have to constantly bring it back to seeing things through the lens of faith, through the lens of miracles, through the lens of if I truly believed that I am God's beloved, that He has given me everything I need, and no time of the year can we believe this more than at Christmas time. Um, if I truly believe that I always have what I need, that things are always working out somehow for my good, that He's got my best interest at heart, then how does that change how I show up? How does that change, by the way, my experience of my own life? And I can tell you that it changes your experience of your own life. The way you get to experience life changes when you start to adopt that kind of a mindset. And like I said, it takes practice. And it's one of those things that when you first start practicing it, you don't actually start to see evidence of it, but the more you practice it, the more you see evidence of it. Now, I think part of the reason for that is because you start to notice things that you never noticed before. You start to notice, like, oh, just the way I notice things when I'm with my grandbabies all the time that are just so precious and so miraculous and so amazing. I was sitting on the sofa last night. Ellie and I, our tradition at our house, and we're missing our Emily May. She's normally here with us doing this at this time of year, but we normally we did a bunch of wrapping and we put on Little Women while we were watching it. I love Little Women. We watched the 2019 version, in case you wonder, and the decor in their house, them taking all of their Christmas stuff over to those little babies, and just everything about the whole entire movie, I love so much. And I started this new knitting project. So I actually, one of my nieces knit this very sweater at my house. She was finishing it at my house, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh, that's the most gorgeous yarn. That's the most gorgeous pattern. I've got to get it." And I bought it about a year ago and just hadn't tackled it yet. So I decided to cast on last night while we were watching Little Women. You guys, this I got this far. This is one whole skein of yarn. And now all this is the back panel of the sweater, and now all I want to do is knit all day. So sorry everybody if I don't have breakfast ready. I'm going to blame it on the knitting. But anyways, as I was sitting there watching that, even that, I'm like, I just felt so moved by the movie, and Ellie and I were crying. We're like, why do we watch this every year? And then the beauty of the knitting, like there were just so many things as I was sitting there knitting and wrapping presents and watching this movie that felt like a little tiny miracle. And when you train yourself to live this way and see life this way, your experience of your life changes and you start to create a life you love instead of reacting to what you feel like is just life is happening to me and there's a lot of bad things happening to me. That can be your posture of life, and you could find a lot of evidence for that, and we would probably all agree, like, yes, that is a hard thing. Or you can decide, and you're not doing this, by the way, to gaslight yourself, to pretend like things that are hard aren't. What you're doing is you're saying, okay, this thing feels hard, And what else is true? And do I believe that I'm God's beloved? And do I believe that somehow this will all be twisted for my good? And so, can you hold both? Because when you learn to hold both, so much of your life will start to feel like a miracle. So that's what I have for you today. It's a really short one. Remember, share this out and comment, and we are going to pick a winner at the end of the week for a $200 Anthropology gift card. I love to give gift cards away that mean something to me. And when I first started finding like amazing, interesting things that I loved at Anthropology, it was like the first store that I found that I felt like, okay, this is my store. This is how I would decorate my house. Oh, I would you definitely wear that sweater, or whatever. And it kind of helped me step more into what I felt like was my true, slightly quirky identity. And one of the things that we teach in my program and that we are going to teach about in my Made for More workshop coming up is about your true self and your true identity. The you, not the you that just thinks a bunch of random thoughts, but the you that God made, that He redeemed, that He loves, that He takes care of, that you learning to live more from your true self, from that true identity. I'm often asking my clients this question. When they come with issues, I'm often saying to them, what would your truest, highest, most loving, most nurturing self say or do in this situation? And that really helps you get some clarity over your life. And so yeah, we're going to give away an Anthropology gift card. I'm doing these gift cards because I want to say thank you for an amazing year. Thank you for every live stream you've watched, every reel, every comment, every podcast, every message you've sent me. You guys send me the most loving, kind, tear tear jerk kind of messages, and I'm so grateful for you. So thank you so much for all the amazing gifts you've given me this year. Hi, Rachel Goff. There's my dear friend Rachel. I know. Listen, well, I love this sweater. Actually, I got this one at TJ Maxx, you guys, recently, and this is the sweater that I just started knitting last night, so I cannot wait to get back to it today. But I hope you have a great rest of your day. I won't see you tomorrow on Christmas Day, but have the loveliest, merriest of Christmases and look for all the miracles because I promise you they're everywhere. And then I'll see you back for another giveaway on Friday and Saturday. Okay. I hope you have a wonderful day. Sending you all my love. Have a beautiful